We're back, another 2K rebuild video. It's the dog days of the NBA offseason, so I'm going to do another one. This time I've picked the Nets. I picked them for a few reasons. One, I do think they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league next year, so rebuilding them back to contention should be fun. And two, they're kind of a newcomer to the top of the draft in recent years. Obviously, the Pistons have lived up there. The Rockets have been up there quite a bit. The Wizards got their number 2 pick last season, but the Nets haven't been up there in a while, so it'll be interesting to see who they pick. Let's get into it. First things first, let's check out the roster. We got 23-year-old Cam Thomas, probably going to be a mainstay on this team. I like Cam Thomas a lot. Hyper scorer at the shooting guard position. 25-year-old center Nick Claxton. I like Claxton a lot, but he is one of our better pieces. So, I mean, it's kind of up in the air whether we hang on to him, ship him off. Cam Johnson, again, good player, but 28 years old, probably going to be a part of some trades. Schroeder 31, Bogdanovic 35, Finney-Smith 31, all guys we're going to flip. Ben Simmons 28. I don't know how we're going to get off that contract, but we'll see how it goes. There are a few interesting young guns down here. Noah Clowney, 20 years old. He's a center. Liked him a lot coming out of the draft. Killian Hayes, freshly inked. Zaire Williams. Dariq Whitehead, one of the top players in his class. Just 20 years old still, but we don't really know how he shakes out developmentally in 2K. So that's where we're at. I guess first things first, let's just kind of see what we can get for some of these guys. What are the Claxton deals looking like? So we got Middleton, Harden, Zach Edey's interesting, Rozier. This one's interesting. We got kind of a straight across in Isaac and Claxton in my mind, both lengthy guys who can defend the paint really well, although it's 1 year versus 4 years. But then we're also getting Anthony Black, a point guard who I like a lot. I like a lot. Tobias Harris, Bradley Beal, and then the rest of these are just organizations wanting to get off aging veterans. This deal's intriguing. We're going to keep that in mind. More of the same, Brook Lopez, LeVert, DJJ, Capella, Duncan. No first round picks here at all. That's actually a good point. Maybe the first thing we do is go get our unprotected pick back from the Rockets. All right, 2.5 stars. The Rockets are an interesting group because they don't really have any salary dumps. Like their 2 highest paid players, Fred VanVleet, $42 million a year, and Dillon Brooks, $22 million a year, are both starters, and they both are pretty solid, so they're not technically salary dumps, and then the rest are rookie contract, rookie contract, rookie contract, rookie contract, rookie contract, rookie contract, rookie contract. So, I mean, they're a tough team to trade with, honestly. So we do actually have a couple 2025 firsts to work with. We've got Knicks, Suns, and Bucks. We don't necessarily need all of these. We can't really draft this many rookies anyway. Okay, we got Cam Johnson, Dariq Whitehead, and the worst of our 2 teams' picks for Dillon Brooks, Aaron Holiday, and the better of our 2 teams' picks, which will undoubtedly be ours because we're going to burn this roster to the ground. Counter offer, they want to add Bogdanovic for Steven Adams and a 2029 first. I think we're going to go ahead and take this. Yep, we're going to go ahead and do this. Boom. Okay, so we have our pick. That's big. Let's look at what these 2 together. James Harden and Zubac. Jalen Johnson. That's pretty interesting. Although it's only 1 year, he's going to want the bag. Let's see if we can get that Anthony Black deal back up. There it is. Zaire and Nick Claxton for Anthony Black and Jonathan Isaac. I mean, we take this every day of the week, right? Throwaway. We get kind of a center replacement in Jonathan Isaac for Nick Claxton, and then we get Anthony Black. I think I'm doing this. I think we do this. I mean, Anthony Black is a lengthy, facilitating, defensive-minded point guard who we throw next to our undersized, hyper-scorer shooting guard in Cam Thomas. Like, it just works. Okay, now I'm still honestly fairly worried about this team winning games. We got Dillon Brooks, we got Adams, we got Schroeder, we got Ben Simmons. Like, theoretically, this team probably still wins close to 30 games. So let's look at what we can do to get that down even more. Okay, so we got this. Ben Simmons and Steven Adams for Collins and Clarkson. So it doesn't really lower our overall, but we go from bidding on the free agent market this upcoming season when we're technically still in a rebuild to doing it 2 years from now with a lot of money. And we're only giving up a second in the process. So I think I'm going to do this. Then we got this. I'm going to offload Dylan Brooks and Watford for an up-and-comer in GG and another kind of younger guy in Brandon Clark. Done. Here's where the roster stands. Cam Thomas, John Collins, Schroeder, Jonathan Isaac, Clarkson, GG Jackson, Brandon Clark. And then we picked up Anthony Black as well as our own first-round pick in 2025, which is big because we're going to add a nice draft pick with that. Still kind of want to get worse. Is that crazy of me? Are we too bad already? See, Jalen Johnson, 3 stars. He's 5 years younger. We go from Schroeder to Capella. They want the Bucks pick for this. I don't hate this. We're giving up the Milwaukee first-round pick for Collins, Schroeder. We get Johnson. We'll just pay him. He can be our forward. And then we get Capella, kind of a throwaway. Okay. I think we're finally ready. I'm sorry. Cam Thomas, Jalen Johnson. 2 players that will be a part of this rebuild for the long haul. Capella's a throwaway. Isaac's a throwaway. Clarkson, GG Jackson. Interesting pickup. Maybe we flip him. Maybe he sticks around. Still just 19 years old. Brandon Clark. Still have Noah Clowney. We've now got Anthony Black, who will probably also be our point guard of the future. Let's run it, dude. Now, I will say this team is going to be extremely bad, I would imagine, as we are 12-10, 13-10. Dude, can I ever just tank correctly? What's wrong with me? I raised this team to the absolute ground. We gotta stop. We're 25-15. What's going on? We're gonna have to make some mid-season trades, dude. These people are too good. Capella and Clarkson. We gotta get you gone, folks. Well, the team I have assembled is actually apparently the greatest team of all time. We're 34-24. We will not be getting a top pick in the draft like I wanted. Just unfortunate. I've made them terrible. I don't know what else to do. Doncic MVP, Riza Shea, Min Thompson is your 6th man of the year. We got executive of the year. We went 46-36. Dude, I'm too good at this. What is going on? It's okay. It's fine. What seed did we get? We're the 4 seed, dude. I can't do this right. I'm simply too good of a roster constructor. And we're going to get swept in round 1. All right, so we lose in 6, and the Mavericks sweep the Celtics. The good news is we should have enough picks in general to make moves. So we do have our Phoenix Suns pick in the lottery, which is good. And it does land number 13, so we've got something to work with. Let's go ahead and go to the draft. So we got Wizards at the top, Grizzlies, then Trailblazers. I almost wonder if we don't try to get either Trailblazers or Raptors here. We don't necessarily need number 1 or number 2. Let's go for number 4. Toronto Raptors, number 4 overall pick. So we've got 13, 22, and 25. Do we think that gets done? No. Okay, so we gave up pretty much all of our first just now, and GG Jackson, which is fine because we have Jalen Johnson at the forward spot anyway, to move up to number 4 with the Raptors. Let's go ahead and just run it. Ace Bailey, that was who I wanted, off the board, perfect. Cooper Flag up next, I'm sure, yup. Dylan Harper maybe after that, yup, okay. So we got Traore, we got Hugo Gonzalez, we got Malawach, Trey Johnson floating around down here. He's pretty highly ranked. I'm tempted to shore up our center of the future in Malawach. So we could get a point guard, which we already have, but it does seem like Traore would develop a little bit more nicely than Anthony Black. It's a tough decision. Do we go center? Do we go point guard? Centers seem a little bit more gettable on the market. I'm gonna grab our point guard of the future in Traore. Now we have $30 million to work with. We do probably need to re-sign Cam Thomas. Man, 22 a year at 4 years kind of feels like a steal for Cameron Thomas there. He has accepted. We got 8 million left to work with. Just go ahead and get Bogdanovic back. We'll run it back. Now for the moment of truth. Okay, Anthony Black up 5. Noah Clowney up 4. Those are both good. Cam Thomas only up 1 is tough, dude. Okay, so not terrible. We're going to need more of a jump next year for sure. The first thing I'm going to do is trade Terry Rozier because I don't want there to be any singular chance this guy starts over Anthony Black next season. Rozier and Holton for Max Strus and Kansas State legend Dean Wade. Let's get a deal done. Let's make a deal. Okay, all right. Nolan Traore, French guard, our top pick in the last draft at point guard, 6'4". Cam Thomas, our hyper-scoring shooting guard. We got Anthony Black, who we've now moved to small forward. He's 6'6". He's a connective glue guy. He can get it done. We got Jonathan Isaac, shot blocker at the power forward. Brandon Clark, enforcer at center. And we got a bunch of other dudes down here. Year 2, let's sim it. And we're getting worse in year 2, which is probably not good. We're 9-27. See, this is what we should have done last year, 15-30. Actually, we're going to stop and we're going to make sure that we even have our own pick. Oh no, dude. We did not, in fact, have our own pick in 2026. The Rockets still have it. I don't think the game knows that those trades have been made, but we went ahead and got it back along with Leroy Hunter for a 2027 Suns first, our own 30, our own 29, and Jamal Shed. Not cheap, but we're 16-30, probably set to get another top pick. We simply can't go without that pick. Not going to be doable without the 26 pick. So now we've made pretty much 2 Godfather offers. Not great. And we're over 30 games won. Luka Doncic, MVP. Cooper Flagg, Rookie of the Year. So Traore did make All-Rookie First Team. That's the good news. We didn't make the playoffs. More good news. It is a Spurs-Pacers finals, and Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs come away with it. Go to player retirements, any nets. Bogdanovic, we will avenge you. So we have the 6th best odds right now. Not bad. Let's hope we go up. We fall to number 7. Not terrible. Let's go ahead and look at the prospects. We got AJD, Cam Boozer. Do we try to get up and get Dybantsa? Maybe the number 1 prospect in all of basketball right now in the real world. Just an absolute freak. Maybe we try to go get him. We're quickly running out of picks. Very quickly running out of picks. Okay, we got Anthony Black, who, big fan. We don't technically need anymore now that we drafted Traore. We got the number 7 pick in this year's draft and 2 firsts for KJ and the number 1 pick. Still not biting. You know what? We're done drafting. Let's just keep adding firsts. We're done drafting, dude. That's it. That's it. Choose our prospect. We're getting Dybantsa. League finished. Okay, we're out of picks, though. We're absolutely out of picks. So, obviously, we're drafting a guy named Hasselhoff. So, I mean, this is it. In terms of roster construction, we're getting better through free agency and internal development. We got 48 million to work with. 48 million. And our roster is Dybantsa, small forward, Cam Thomas, shooting guard. We got Traore as our point guard. Clowney has actually turned into a decent center. So it looks like we probably want to invest in a long-term power forward and then maybe just fill out the roster from there. So the best power forward's Kevin Durant. He wants 60 million. Dare we offer Paolo Banchero? But how sick would that be? And he accepted. Okay, things have taken a turn. We signed Banchero, essentially a max player, to our power forward spot. So now we're starting 5. Banchero, who's now a 91. Traore jumped 7. That's the most I've seen in the game. He's now an 85. We got Cam Thomas up 1. Dybantsa, our rookie, number 1 overall pick, 82. And we got Clowney, who's a decent center now at this point, 79, still just 22 years old. And then we filled out a couple of the other roster spots. KJ Simpson up 4, my guy. He's the only mainstay from both this rebuild video and the last one. KJ Simpson. This starting 5 is gnarly. Give it 1 more year. Dybantsa's going up. Traore will go up a little more. Cam Thomas might not be done. I do think this one's going to take a little longer than the Bulls did, but maybe a year or two more. I'm going to get more to drink. We're going to find out how many games I won when I get back. We're back. What'd we do? Wemby MVP. Dybantsa, Rookie of the Year. We got Traore, All-NBA third team. Okay, 45 and 37. Not too bad. Raptors number 1 seed in the East. Spurs and Victor Wembanyama in the West. A jump to the 5th seed after finishing that low last year. Not bad. Next year is obviously going to be more legit contention, but I'm not really feeling next year as the year. I think it might be a 2-year deal. We'll see. Down 1, tied up. Let's get some playoff experience. Up 2-1, 2-2, up 3-2. Give it to me. Ooh, game 7. Oh, and we lose in the first round. That is so brutal. Spurs and Pacers again. Dynastic run. Spurs go back-to-back with Wemby. Nets legend Jordan Clarkson retires. We can pretty much skip the draft and go right to free agency. Let's hope we got some money to work with. $49 million. We're here. Here's the current core. Banchero, Traore, Thomas, Dybantsa. We got $49 million to make this roster better. So, I mean, we've got the backcourt shored up and we've got our forward position shored up. Maybe we go big after a center. Honestly, we've got Paolo 3 more years. We've got Traore 2 more. Cam Thomas 2 more. And Dybantsa 3 more. I say we send it. We're gunning for the championship. We need a center. Derek Lively's an interesting one. How much does he want? 28? That's a bunch, Derek Lively. Mark Williams. This dude wants 30 million? Mark. Dude, Derek Lively at 28 is not bad. We've still got 20 million to work with. Let's go get a backup point guard and a backup small forward and call it a day. Lou Dort wants 12 million. That is an easy yes. And then let's bring Dennis Schroeder back. He's a Nets legend. Okay, moment of truth, player progression, year 3. Banchero doesn't jump. Traore does. Dybantsa, again, 7. I've never seen that much. Hasselhoff, look at him go. Up 4? Dude, this guy has a mug. I tell you what, good grief. Okay, so this is obviously going to shoot us to contention. A 7-point jump from Dybantsa. Traore up 4, one of the better point guards in the league probably at this point. Lively seems to be done. Cam Thomas up 1, not terrible. We're to the point not much needs to be done in terms of the lineup. Traore, Cam Thomas, Dybantsa, Banchero, and Lively. Lou Dort as your 6th man, Isaac. We're running it. This is a year we should win a lot of games. If we don't, we're in trouble because all of our future assets are gone. And the paydays are quickly coming for this group of young up-and-comers. So Victor Wembanyama is now a Bull. I believe that's his 3rd straight MVP. Judd Cheatham is your Rookie of the Year, obviously. Trey Johnson, 6th man. Hey, Dybantsa, 1st team. Traore, 3rd team. We are actually the 2 seed to the Chicago Bulls. They're going to be tough, dude. Wemby in this game is a monster. Let's go ahead and simulate the play-in. We're playing the Magic, who we snaked Banchero from. 1-1, up 2-1, up 3-1, and we advance. Playing Toronto, up 1-0, 1-1, down 2-1, down 3-1 is tough. Can we run it back? We can't. It's okay. I've always said next year's our year. I've always said that. Wow. Raptors, who ousted us, oust Victor Wembanyama and the Bulls in 7 up against the Clippers, and they win. Okay, so we lost to the champs in 6. VJ Edgecombe. Next year's our year, and if it's not, we're in big trouble. Dennis Schroeder retires. We're on the cusp of a championship, and you retire. I don't think we have picks ever again at this point. Go to free agency. How much do we got to work with? 14 million. Let's go Josh Hart. Josh Hart's only 9 million. Okay, so Dybantsa up another 4. That's massive. Traore up 3. Banchero down 2. Cam Thomas down 1. Lively down 1. The team chemistry is not great, but we've got our star duo, obviously. Trio, really, in these 3. Why is Banchero going down? Absolutely brutal. It's the rebounding. Things are not looking good. This is not good. There's too many red arrows on that screen. I think that was probably a net negative in terms of overall roster construction, so if we don't win this year, we're cooked. Okay, we're 30-12. Obviously one of the better teams in the league. 40-15. I mean, we take those. I'll say it, we take those. We lost 6 straight as soon as I said that. Unbelievable. We did worse than last year. Jokic is a Thunder. What's happening? Dybantsa, first team. Traore's fallen off. Dybantsa, all defense, first team. Things are not looking good. The Bulls are the 1 seed. We're the 2 seed again. With the Raptors again on our side of the bracket. Ladies and gentlemen. Playing the Magic again. We've been here before. We're down 0-1. We're down 0-2. Oh my gosh. I'm shaking in my boots. We tie it up. 4 straight down 0-2 to face our mortal enemies at this point in the Raptors. And the Bulls lose in the first round to the Bucks in 7. We've got a shot. This is our year. This is our year. We cannot lose to the Raptors again. And we're down 0-1. And we're down 0-2. We've been here before. We've climbed out of the depths of hell before. 4 straight again. Down 0-2. You don't want to see us down 0-2. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to see the 2027-28 Brooklyn Nets down 0-2. We're playing the Pacers, who I've learned in this game are extremely overpowered. So we 4-1 the Pacers, and we're facing the Spurs in the finals. They've got 6th Man of the Year Trey Johnson, Akuf Jr., looks like Jabari Smith Jr., Herb Jones, Porzingis. I don't think this roster holds a candle. We're up 1, which so far has not been in our favor. Cam Thomas is your leading scorer in the finals so far, 20 points. Traore 18, Banchero 14. Dybantsa with just 10 in 37 minutes. 5 fouls. We're going to need a lot more from him if we're going to do this. It's 1-1. Trey Johnson explodes for 26 that time. Banchero 20. Dybantsa still with just 9 points. What is he? Is he nursing an injury? What are we doing here? That's our star. We're up 2-1. Traore with 19, 4, and 6. Dybantsa coming off the bench with 5 points, 4 rebounds. Something's got to be going on. He's got to be hurt. Nevertheless, we push on. Up 3-1. Cam Thomas another 26. Traore 21. Dybantsa 20 points that time. 7 assists, 5 rebounds. Looks like he's back. And him back being up 3-1 does not seem good for the Spurs. And just stop talking, Derek. Just stop talking. Traore 22, Dybantsa 15. This guy Akuf Jr. is my nightmare. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. This is essentially our last year to do it because we got to pay everyone next year. We have no more picks. I can't even look. And we do it. Brooklyn Nets are your champs. Traore is the MVP over Dybantsa, who was first team All-NBA, by the way. 19 points, nearly 8 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. Getting her done. Look at those splits. 54, 37, 76. That was a barn burner. Game 7, that was a spicy one. Yet again, I have gotten off to terrible starts both years. This time I had to really reach into the future asset bag there to make this one happen. But that's it. Let me know what you think. I'm probably going to keep doing these just because, again, dog days of the NBA offseason. But I will have more draft stuff, maybe some regular NBA content coming out in the next month or so. Stay tuned for that. We'll see you next time.